everybody, welcome back. Wedding season is almost done, but I'm not. Let's shame some bridezillas, shall we? One of my closest friends, I'll call her Mary, is getting married in a few months. The bachelorette party was a planned vacation out of the country for 5 days. 5 people are attending in total, bride and 4 bridesmaids, all of whom are great people, but I'm not very close with any of them. Everyone was looking forward to it, and the agreement was we would split all the expenses, including Mary's flight, during the trip among the 4 bridesmaids, essentially giving the bride a free trip. Less than a week ago, I went through a pretty significant traumatic event. I haven't been able to leave my house since and have become hyper anxious whenever I tried. I started having panic attacks and became afraid of being around people. Mary was aware of all of this and super supportive until I told her I couldn't attend this trip. I said I'm still happy to cover my portion of the hotel and her flight, and I'm really sorry and bummed about missing it. She says she was disappointed and felt I was being inconsiderate of how important this is. A little while after, she messages the group chat to say that my name isn't joining on their trip because of my anxiety or something. But at least she's not completely screwing you guys over and she'll pay her part. I want to stress here that none of these people knew about the recent event, and I'm not sure I'd want them to find out. Ooh. I'd have said something came up or something, but we didn't have the chance to discuss that. I replied, I'll pay for my portion of the hotel, which includes the bride's portion, as well as my portion of Mary's flight. They started bringing up all the expensive activities, and I said they'll cost less without me. It makes no sense for me to contribute to what will be a lesser bill. The bride then said, if I'm going to be inconsiderate and miss all of her events, not honor my commitments, financial and otherwise, she doesn't think she can trust me to be in the wedding, especially since I might be too anxious to show up. Oh, this is mean. Oh. I said she's free to do as she wished, and she basically decided I'm out. I'm upset. I've paid for multiple things already, this flight, an expensive dress that I've already had altered, shoes, specific matching jewelry, etc. The wedding is months away, and this wasn't even a week after what happened to me. I messaged the group saying, seeing as I'm no longer a bridesmaid, I will not be paying for any portion of the bride. That is actually totally fair. I wouldn't do that. Additionally, as this is a suite suggested for 4 to 6 people with a fixed cost, and there are 4 of you attending, I will no longer be contributing to that either. I hope you have a great trip. And immediately left the group chat. They for sure talked shit about you after you left that group chat. I feel bad for everyone who has to take on a higher cost, but it's not my responsibility. Am I the a-hole for refusing to pay my share after I agreed to pay? Honestly, no. Like, absolutely not. If she kicked you out of the wedding, you're not a bridesmaid and you don't have the responsibility of paying for anything anymore.
Why would you do that?
You know, I had a friend that missed out on one of her good friend's weddings because she has anxiety problems. But the difference is that she actually didn't let the bride know. I hate this. I honestly hate this. I've given her crap about it before. Always let the bride know if you can't make it, especially if you're important. If you're in the wedding party, you need to let her know. At least I feel like if she had let her know, then maybe, it would have been better than just not going. But I mean, clearly it really depends on the person. This bride fully knows what's happening, and it doesn't really sound like she cares what happened to this person. Let's see what Reddit had to say though. Maybe I'm petty, but I'm so glad she decided not to pay, especially with how she was treated by a supposed friend. Imagine how the bride treats other people. Hope the poster is doing okay. Agreed. If you ever see this, I hope you're okay. You already had one traumatic incident happen to you, and now, you're being bullied. It's kind of awful. I was on that thread, and later in the comments, she reveals that the event she experienced was SA. The bride just brushed it off as anxiety or something in the group chat. What a friend. Oh, hell no. No, she's a bridezilla. She is a bridezilla. And honestly, though, OP would have gone to therapy and maybe been brave enough to attend the wedding, which is still months away, versus the fact that the incident happened the week before the bachelorette trip. The bride should not be brushing it off as just anxiety. This is a serious offense. I concur. It is your day, but not when something like SA happens. Okay, no, you are not the a-hole, my dear. And I hope you're doing okay. God, sometimes people can be so self-involved. Welcome to Chloe's wedding, featuring special guest Dale Mackenzie. I understand this is a joke. I know it's sarcasm, okay? I just don't know if it's funny. I don't know if it's funny.
I don't like it.
Yet another welcome to Emily's wedding featuring Bailey. Oh, God. Can't wait to surprise my fiance with these signs at our wedding in 19 days. Don't surprise him.
Don't.
Leave that for the bachelorette. This is not a good joke. We don't love this joke. Hi, brides. I wanted any advice that y'all can offer on how to get my fiance's cousin to change her nails for our wedding. Nails now? It's nails? We are in our mid-20s and our guests are generally that age, with some older guests for my fiance's family. I know this is trivial, but her acrylics go at least 2 inches beyond her fingertips. It's a little long, but maybe she's just a bad bee. And I swear, every time she goes to get another set, they get longer. We're having her read at the ceremony and I just want her to look nice. This is also the first wedding for my fiance's family, so I know there are going to be lots of pictures, and again, I just want her to look nice. Is there a way I can tell her to change part of her appearance without being mean? No, there isn't. You know, I have been asked, I like long nails. I like colors on my nails. When I was acting a lot, I was asked to change my nails specifically for a Starbucks commercial that I did. They asked me to go and change, but I was being paid and they were getting shots of my hands. Are you paying your cousin to be in your wedding? I didn't think so. I love it when people agree with me because it makes me feel like I'm right. Haha, I love being right. Is there a way I can tell her to change part of her appearance without being mean? No, there isn't. That's what I said. Man, look, I'm not a fan of gigantic nails either, but that's why I choose not to get them. I can't imagine asking someone to change something so trivial. If you don't like them, don't get gigantic nails. I can see it as a let's all get matching nails thing, but yeah, no, singling someone out is a dick move. Like what? Okay, I personally think this is a dumb reason to want someone to change their nails for your wedding. You could say, you know, as a gift to the wedding party, we're all gonna get our nails done and I'm gonna pay for it or something. But that might get expensive. So she is giving a reading, not being a bridesmaid. Why would her nails need to match? That is a very good point. You have changed my mind. So she's not even in the wedding party. You're being a bridezilla, babe. You're being a bridezilla. Acrylics can be expensive. If OP offers to have them taken off and then add new ones after the wedding, that would be reasonable. I agree. This is not cheap. I also think that no one really cares as much as you do, to be honest. I think that you're blowing this a little bit out of proportion. Who cares? Am I the a-hole for kicking my mother-in-law out of my wedding party because she was being a buzzkill? Oh, look at my new one. Look at that. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. The mouth on this one. Almost as big as mine. My best friend Kathy is a professional wedding planner and has helped host hundreds of weddings. We basically grew up together, and having a professional also help me with a wedding free of cost was very ideal. I don't like where this is going already. I made sure to shower her with gifts to repay her for the help she offered throughout that journey, okay? Now the wedding is in a month, and in 2 weeks it's my bachelorette weekend. Kathy notified me and the other girls of all she had arranged and which Airbnb she booked, but she said she didn't want to participate, which came as a shock to me because how are you going to plan everything but not participate? Okay. The girls told me she had a very valid reason, but it was not their story to tell, so I should ask her directly. I asked her and she replied, look, you've made some requests for your bachelorette party and I respect everything that you want to do, but there are some things that are off limits for me, and some of the stuff such as dancers I've booked for you and some other activities are crossing boundaries regarding me and my own fiance's relationship. I think that's fair.
I'm just saying I think it's fair.
And honorable. So I made sure to arrange everything perfectly, just how you and the girls wanted it to be, but sadly it's not something I want to be involved in. I hope you have the greatest fun. I was truly heartbroken and tried to suck it up, but as the days went by, instead of feeling more at ease with the thought of it, I got more upset. I tried to talk to her about it to change her mind, but she wasn't having it. She also later said that just to warn me, she won't drink any alcohol to the wedding because she doesn't want to get sick. She's very lightheaded. I got very disappointed at that moment, and I straight up told her I don't want her as a maid of honor if all she's gonna do is be a buzzkill.
Oh, girl. Oh, jeez.
About everything regarding my wedding, and how can she attend as a simple guest? She got very upset and thought it was unfair of me excluding her for all these reasons. The rest of my bridesmaids now also believe I took it too far. I can see how they could think that. And how her skipping the trip for personal or not to drink alcohol is not something that would ruin my wedding. And am I just overreacting? You're the a-hole. You're absolutely the a-hole. Like, are you kidding me? Just because y'all want to get super, super drunk and dance around with some men, that doesn't mean that everybody's going to want to do that. She did everything for you. She just doesn't want to participate in that. And that's her opinion. And she has a right to it. If you wanted her to be there so badly, why don't you get rid of the whole, dancer thing and do something that you all want to do? I get that it's your bachelorette party, but like, Is it really necessary? I don't think so. Can't you guys just go and like have fun and drink some Red Bull or something and go dancing or something? Like, why does she have to drink too? So let me get this straight. Your so-called best friend who typically gets paid to plan weddings has been planning yours free of charge. And you kicked her out of the wedding party because she personally opted out of can't say that word on YouTube, and drinking with no pressure to anybody else to do the same. Yep, you're the a-hole. Yeah, no, this is like without question for me. Like,
No way.
this notion that people have to drink alcohol in order to have fun or be the life of the party needs to end. I completely agree. Whatever happened to just having some good old sober fun? I am actually taking some time off drinking for the next month because I got some big stuff in the works. I'm really excited about it and I want to be on my game. It's good to take time off of drinking, guys. You don't need a drink in order to have fun. And if the friends that you associate with only want to hang out with you because they want to drink, are they really your friends? Someone can be fun at a party without needing to drink. You're the a-hole, both for that and for treating your maid of honor horribly after she did so much for you. That's what's up. This next comment, I did actually think of, but I didn't want to just like assume things. Typically said by people who deep inside know they're being stupid or immature, addicted, have a problem, but can't admit it. So everyone around them must do the same thing so they look normal. You're peer pressuring your friend because you have a problem. If you didn't have a problem, you wouldn't mind.
That's just how I feel.
I've been sober for almost 2 years. When I was drinking, I felt judged by anyone not drinking, even though they weren't judging me. Now that I don't drink, I've noticed I need to reassure people that I can still be fun. Like, why do we need to be incoherent in order to have fun? I get it loosens us up, but how are you supposed to conquer the world and do all the things you want to do if you're hungover all the time, man? I don't know if I'm more fun, but I have more fun and don't have to worry about embarrassment, regrets, and a hangover the next day. That's what's up. I found out pretty quick that I had drinking buddies, not friends. Yeah, that's the tea, isn't it? Anyways, you're the asshole, my dear. And maybe you should think about taking some time off the sauce, if you know what I'm saying. No judgment. Might be time for a break. Subscribe!